Boris Johnson's Brexit fishing deal with Norway could not have been much worse, the boss of the UK's last long-distance trawler has claimed. UK Fisheries Chief Executive Jane Sandell said she felt devastated for the 100-strong crew of the Hull-based Kirkeller, which under a previous EU deal could catch 14,000 tons of cod in Arctic waters around Svalbard and Norway. Under the UK-Norway deal announced this week, that has been slashed in half to 7,000 tons. However, the total includes the 6,550 tons the UK already has a right to catch under the Treaty of Paris, which did not require renegotiating after Brexit. Ms. Sandell said, "To say we're disappointed is an understatement. We're devastated for the crew. This deal brings a whole different level of uncertainty and instability for our crew members." The government was fully aware of what we need for a viable business. We've had many conversations with ministers and civil servants. I can only conclude that they don't really care. She added that UK Fisheries now has to decide whether to sell the Kirkeller or downsize, or see shareholders taking their investment out of Britain altogether over their lack of faith in what the government is doing. The company's directors are trying to remain optimistic, hoping that the government can do better in 2023 when the deal comes up for negotiation again. With a hold that can carry 700 tons, the Kirkeller will need to make fewer trips this year, after having already seen the number of days spent fishing drop from 250 to 120. Ms. Sandell said, "We're half the amount of days, half the fishing opportunity, it's half the wages, that's where it really hits in." As a result of the deal there could be redundancies. Workers had suffered 2 years of uncertainty with negotiations with Norway on last year, then off earlier this year, then on again. Ms. Sandell said, "The government needs to stop playing fast and loose with people's lives. I don't think Westminster see them as real people. I don't think this deal could have been much worse." First Mate Charlie Waddy, 63, said he feared for younger shipmates with families to provide for. He told the Yorkshire Post, "I'm hoping not, but I'm thinking the government has sold us down the river, and it could be the end for Kirkeller. For what quota they give us it wouldn't feed the fish and chip shops in Hull." Hull East MP Carl Turner told the Yorkshire Post that Prime Minister Boris Johnson had a lot to answer for after promising huge benefits from cutting free from arrangements on fishing that existed long before the UK even joined the European Economic Community. He said, "Despite the warm words the government gave, they have failed to deliver the catch needed for our proud fishing industry." This is further proof that this Tory government simply doesn't care about the fishing industries and the communities in the north. Barry Dees, chief executive of the National Federation of Fishermen's Organisations, said while it was good to have struck the deal between the two biggest players in the North Sea, the fishing opportunities were considerably less due to the lack of access to northeast Arctic cod. he told the Yorkshire Post catches of haddock and whiting, which are up 5% and 25%, had been suppressed to protect cod, which has seen a 10% cut. He said, "I think it will be a number of years of incremental improvements before we get this agreement delivering its full mutual benefits." A DEFRA spokeswoman said, "The government's objective has always been to ensure a more balanced deal in the interests of the whole UK fleet compared to the arrangements we had with Norway when we were an EU member state, and this is what this agreement has achieved." It benefits industry by securing the quota and access of most importance to UK vessels whilst reducing the access granted to Norwegian vessels. The agreement provides fishing opportunities for the UK fleet and ensures a strong balance that benefits both our fishing industry and the protection of our marine environment. The deal secures quota in key North Sea stocks worth about £5.1 million alongside access to Norwegian waters for UK vessels to fish their own quotas for fish on the seabed and open ocean. According to the government, UK Fisheries is one of the biggest benefactors and will receive more than £1 million. DEFRA insists they also now have the opportunity to fish much of their North Sea whitefish quotas in Norwegian waters, giving stability to their business planning and allowing fishing when stocks are at their most economically viable, especially important for their significant haddock quota. The allocation of 6,550 tons of cod around Svalbard means UK Fisheries has access to over 7,000 tons of cod in the Arctic, which DEFRA estimates to be worth about £16 million. It says this is 1,500 tons, or about £3.5 million, more than in 2021 when the overall quota for the stock had fallen by 20%.